starting with the book, it sold 100 million copies in 52 countries. I just wondered, were you one of the many fans of the novels?
I read the books when I read the first one before I auditioned, and then I read the second ones while I was auditioning. So I was kind of late to the game, but I was still, I got in there.
And obviously there was a lot of speculation about casting the film. What made you say yes, Dakota?
I couldn't stay away from it. I really, I just connected to the story and the character in a different way. And it scared me, and I felt like it would be a challenge, and so I, sort of ran towards it.
And where do we find your character, Anastasia, in her life when we sort of first meet her in the film, and how is she affected by meeting Christian?
She's, her whole life been a pretty quiet and protected person. She has obviously an innocence to her. She's a virgin. She's not ever really been interested in boys, or she leads a very quiet lifestyle, and she's an English literature major, and she's, she would rather have her face in a book than in someone's lap. That's really inappropriate. And then, so she meets Christian, and he sort of ignites something in her that she's never felt before, and she, for the first time has, instead of reading about these epic love stories, she feels it. And then they go on this, crazy emotional and sexual journey.
And what opportunity was there to spend time with Jamie Dornan before you started shooting?
We didn't have a lot of time to spend. He flew over about, I think, 6 weeks later. We began filming after he was cast, and then his wife Millie was super, super pregnant, and they went to Vancouver early, so if the baby came, and he was a bit preoccupied with that. So we spent most of our time getting to know each other when we started filming, and then we did all the sex scenes at the end once we were comfortable. And
what initial reservations did you have about those scenes, and what was the reality of shooting them actually like?
Well, I mean, it's scary to think that you would be filmed doing things like that. But the reality of the situation is that it's very technical, and it's bit by bit, and there's different angles, and and then it's put together, and it looks like that. But, it's just different, and it's scary to be so physically vulnerable, but it's exhilarating for me, and I feel like I'm involved in something really different with this film.
And there's been so much speculation about the film for months, it seems, since the idea of a film was first mentioned.
Yeah.
To what extent were you kind of kept away from that, or did you take yourself away from that and maybe kept off Twitter and that kind of thing?
Yeah, no, I don't have a Twitter. I don't have Instagram. I don't have Facebook. I don't have any friends, obviously. I'm not the kind of person that can read bad things that people say that don't know me and have it just water off the back. It hurts my feelings. I'm not good at letting it not matter. But then, I mean, most of the time. But I also, for a while, I didn't find it appropriate to be involved in what people thought. And now that there's actually something that they can have an opinion about, I'm totally interested in it, because it's, it's interesting to be involved in something controversial.
And have you got any feedback from fans as yet?
Yeah, we had a fan screening. We had a couple fan screenings in New York, and that was the first time that I'd actually ever really seen the fans in person, and it was so wild, and they liked it. They were excited. They were so excited, and it was just really cool to be involved in something that people love.
And you have movie star jeans, and I just wondered what's...
denim jeans?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With pitch the movie stars
on. It says movie star on my ass.
But I just wondered, what's the best bit of advice you've been given, perhaps by your parents or your grandmother, to prepare you as you really go into the media spotlight?
I I don't know if they've given me any advice specifically, but I've watched them both, my mom and my grandmother. They've been in positions in film where they've made different choices, and they've sort of opened up new worlds and for women. And I have just watched them for so long, and both of them carry themselves with such strength and grace, and that's something that I hope I can have. I hope I do.
And the film is released on Valentine's weekend, of course.
Yeah.
Would you recommend it as a Valentine's date movie?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a remarkable love story, I think so, for sure.
Dakota Johnson, thanks very much.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey, you guys, huh?
Hey, you guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yes.
Nice.